$115 for this top. You've got to be joking, right? That's only 3 squares, one of them long. I'm going to show you how to make it because that just ain't right, okay? It's too easy. Watch this. Oh, I got you great. I just guessed, but 10 by 16 ended up being perfect. Square number 2, the strap is going to be what, 2 inches, 3 inches? Cut it all the way down. Got square number 3, remind me of my ex, and that's my new man. But I'm realizing now these might be rectangles. Okay, I did the math and it's looking like a rectangle situation. Now we got to sew these 3. We take our long squares and we fold them, and hot dog style, taco style, whatever you like to eat, and we're gonna sew right there, and right there. On that little chode square, you're just gonna do a straight stitch. See? Use this little hooker to flip it right side out. You can do your strap thicker or thinner, but I like mine a bit thicker for a little bit more support, and I like the way it looks. When you're doing the string, you need to pull it as you sew it so you don't go popping any seams. If you have a serger, obviously use that because it stretches with the fabric, but I know some of you are broke and a little scared of that. So I'm gonna just do this all on my sewing machine. I'm gonna flip it right side out, look at all that tooth, and then roll the string over. Now I'm doing this one-handed, okay? And I'm an idiot. You can do this. Top square, straight stitch all the way down, stretching as you sew it. Fold over the sides and do a straight stitch on either side. You're just gonna trim off the extra. I got these pads while dumpster diving, so I'm gonna put 2 inside my top because I like a little more form, but you don't have to. Sew together this little tie, cut off the extra, and then you're gonna flip that ugly side to the inside, like my old best friend. Use this little tool to pull our string through. The top's done. That didn't take me more than 15 minutes, and if I wasn't videoing it, it would have only taken me 10 minutes. So send this to your best friend because you guys need to be sewing your own bikinis this summer. $115.
And from here you have to weave your needle around the yarn to create knit and purl stitches. So we'll start with a purl stitch because there's already 1 stitch here. So you come in from above and grab the yarn. And if you look very closely, this will create a little purl bump here. And then we need a knit stitch, so we come in from below, grab the yarn. There's our knit stitch, then another purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch, knit stitch. So this is super simple. Just make sure that you, well, I always count out loud because it's so easy to lose track. And once I cast on 20 stitches in that manner, I will always place a stitch marker and then I weave or cast on another 20 stitches and so on. And again, I need 140 stitches total, and you don't have to cast on any extra stitches, just 144 stitches, and I'll see you there. So I cast on my 144 stitches here, and now I need to knit 2 preparation rows. For now, we will continue flat. I don't accent flat, so we need to turn the work around, and that's why I twist the yarns around one more time, so I don't accidentally untwist this very first stitch as I turn my work around. And the repeat for this very first row will be knit 1 through the back loop, and then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. So essentially it's a row of double stockinette stitch, and you can see how this first loop here is mounted the wrong way, and that's why we knit it through the back loop. So knit 1 through the back loop, and be careful with this very first stitch, it's a bit more difficult. And then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front, knit 1 through the back loop, slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front, knit 1 through the back loop across the whole row. So it's a very simple repeat, but go slowly because it can be sometimes the stitches twist around the needles and you need to untwist them and so on. So go slowly. So I finished this very first setup row, and now it's time for the second setup row, and we will already join our knitting in the round here. And by the way, make sure to comment if you want me to create a full tutorial on the tubular cast on and how to use it for different knitting stitch patterns. So what I will do is I will slide my stitches here to the center of my needles, and then pull out my cable. And just in case, my last video was all about the magic loop technique, so if you need to catch up, I'll link you the tutorial up in here, because I'm not going to repeat everything in this tutorial. And then I'll slide my stitches here to the front, and I make extra sure that I don't accidentally twist the stitch.
I need to watch.
My yarn, my needles, and now it's time to cast on stitches, in my case 144, so we can start knitting the head. I'll cast on with a tubular cast on. It's a bit fiddly, but it will create a super nice finish. If you think that's too difficult, you can also use a long tail cast on around 2 needles, or a German twisted cast on. You will find links to my tutorials and further suggestions in the pattern. And there's no shame at all in admitting you are still a beginner. So using a normal long tail cast on can still look very nice. Anyway, a tubular cast on is nothing else but a very condensed short little piece of double knitting. So you start with a setup row where you twist the yarn around the needles.
Oh, come on, don't get lost.
First
why are you doing this? How come the minute I start to do something for myself, you immediately want to come and lay on me?
Yarn to create knit and purl stitches. So we'll start with the purl
Pause. Oh, shish kebabs. Fuck yes. Perfect. Perfection. Where'd my ball of yarn go? It looks like you're using... Right, but are you doing a long tail cast on?
Questions in the pattern. And there is no shame at all in admitting you are still a beginner. So using a normal long tail cast on can still look very nice. Anyway, a tubular cast on is nothing else but a very condensed short little piece of double knitting. So you start with a setup row where you twist the yarn around the needles, and so first you do a simple slip knot. And
ow, my knee!
From here you have to weave your needle around the yarn to create knit and purl stitches. So we'll start with a purl stitch because there's already one stitch here. So you come in from above and grab the yarn. And if you look very closely, this will create a little purl bump here. And then we need a knit stitch, so we come in from below. Grab. First you do a German twisted cast on. You will find links to my tutorials and further suggestions in the pattern. And there is no shame at all in admitting you are still a beginner. So using a normal long tail cast on can
I'm scared to get stoned. I haven't been stoned in a week.
A tubular cast on is nothing else but a very condensed short little piece of double knitting. So you start with a setup row where you twist the yarn around the needles, and so first you do
But was it a long tail cast on?
And then from here, German twisted cast on. You will find links to my tutorials and further suggestions in the pattern. And there's no shame at all in admitting you are still a beginner. So using a normal long tail cast on can still look very nice.
Normal long tail cast on.
A tubular cast on is nothing else but a very condensed short.
No, Money,
piece of
I was
double
trying to
knitting.
trick you.
So you start with a setup row where you twist the yarn around the needles, and so first you do a simple slip knot, and then from here you have to weave your needle around the yarn to create knit and purl stitches. So we'll start with a purl stitch because there's already one stitch here.
144 stitches.
And grab the yarn. And if you look very closely, this will create a little purl bump here. And then we need a knit stitch, so we come in from below, grab the yarn. There's our knit stitch, then another purl stitch.
I think it's way too many. Let me just see.
Purl stitch, knit stitch. So this is super simple. Just make sure that you, well, I always count out loud because it's so easy to lose track.
8,
and
9,
once
10.
I cast on 20 stitches in that manner, I will always place a stitch marker, and then I weave or cast on another 20 stitches and so on. And again, I need 140 stitches total, and you don't have to cast on any extra stitches, just 144 stitches, and I'll see you there. So I cast on my 144 stitches here, and now we need to knit 2 preparational rows. For now, we will continue flat, so we need to
20.
turn
Okay, so
the
20.
work around, and that's why I twist the yarns around one more time, so I don't accidentally untwist this very first stitch as I turn my work around.
80.
And the repeat for this very first row will be knit 1 through the back loop, and
16.
then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. So essentially it's a row of double stockinette stitch.
20.
And you can see how this first loop here is mounted the wrong way, and that's why we knit it through the back loop. So knit 1 through the back loop, and be careful with this very first stitch, it's a bit more difficult. And then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. Knit 1 through the back loop, slip one purlwise, pick
Money.
one in front, knit one through the back loop, across
Okay, but
the
a slip
whole
stitch.
row.
But
So
which one are you doing
my
for
needle around the yarn? Anyway, a tubular
slip
tassel is
stitch?
nothing else but a
But
very condensed short little piece of double knitting. So you start with
which
a
is your
setup row
tail
where
though?
you twist the yarn around the needles, and so first you do a simple slip knot, and then from here you have to weave your needle around the yarn to create knit and purl stitches.
Okay. So a slip stitch and so you go.
So we'll start with a purl stitch because there's already one stitch here. So you come in from above and grab the yarn. And if you look very closely, this will create a little purl bump here. And then we need a knit stitch, so we come in from below, grab the yarn. There's our knit stitch. And if you look very closely, this will create a little purl bump here. And then we need a knit stitch, so we come in from below, grab the yarn. There's our knit stitch.
Come in from below.
Stitch, then another purl stitch, knit stitch, purl stitch.
Okay, you gotta go a little slower, friend. My brain doesn't work like that. Okay. So then you go. Oh, okay, okay. And then it's like that. Okay. And then purl. I think I got it. Knit. Purl. Knit. Purl. I feel like I'm supposed to do it the other way. Let me just double real quick. Twisted long tail cast on.
Hi there, this is Andrea Maury of Drea Renee Knits, and today's tutorial is for the Twisted German Cast On. This is my all-time favorite cast on, especially for projects like hat brims and brioche, because it uses a little extra yarn for a nice flexible edge. So to ask me how much yarn I need, my favorite method is, I'm going to cast on, let's say 20 stitches. I'm going to wrap my yarn around my needle about half of that, so let's say 10 times. And then that's about how much I need for 10 stitches. So for 20, I'm going to double it. And then I want to do a little bit extra for a tail. And because this cast on uses a little extra yarn, we'll give it a little more of a generous tail. So for this cast on, I've got my tail end away from my hand over here and my working yarn over to the right. I'm going to grip them in my lower 3 fingers. I'm going to open up a triangle with my pointer and thumb. So for this cast on,
okay, so that's your tail,
I just do
and
a
that's
loop for my first stitch. You could also just do a slip stitch. I'm sorry, a slip knot. Whatever.
I was right.
I just happen to like a little.
And we're gonna give it a little extra because
I stick my needle on top and I just twist it around, and that's my first stitch. Okay. All right. So here's the Twisted German Cast On.
So
we are going to
tail
go
is
under
here.
Both strands on our thumb, through the middle towards our body, and then we're going to sweep up to grab our pointer finger yarn and bring it through this little window. And then we let go and tighten. Again.
I wasn't making that face at you.
The diamond shape open. We go under both strands of our thumb, down through the middle, up to capture the yarn on our pointer finger, and through the window. Both strands of our thumb, down through the middle, up to capture the yarn on our pointer finger, and through the window. Under both strands of our thumb,
Listen, lover.
down through the middle, up to capture the yarn on our pointer finger.
How to do the German thumb ribbing. And then assume working yarn is wrapped around your index finger and the tail here around your thumb.
Yep.
And then assume this slingshot position. If you know how to do the long tail cast on, this will be very familiar. And from here, you need to go around the loop around your thumb. So don't insert, go all the way around. And then insert your knitting needle coming from above. And then get out here on the left side, the side facing you. And now you need to wrap the yarn towards the index finger coming from above. And here comes the only a little bit tricky part. You need to untwist the loop here around your thumb. You can do this by bending your thumb and then pull through, remove your thumb and tighten up. Start with the next cast on stitch with the slingshot position. And then again, go all the way around. Insert, get out, wrap the yarn, untwist, pull through, and tighten up. Wrap the yarn.
Okay, and then our working yarn and our tail. So okay. Oops. Lego my ego. Casting on is the hardest part of any knit project. This is the absolute most confusing and time-consuming part. Okay, slingshot position. Okay, so purl, knit, period, knit. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should do... I really want to use needles this small because I want to make a very tight weave. So I don't really want to switch my needles to bigger needles. I just have really big needles. Mommy, you are just the most cutest, most precious thing I've ever seen in my whole wide life. I'm not trying to tease you. I'm trying not to get this thread all tangled up. All right, come here. I'm coming to you right now. She's Mama's baby. Yes, she is. The Mama. The Mama. I love you. I love you. It's okay. This your Mama's? This your Mama's? Hmm? It's gonna work. This is Mama's. Come here. Come here. You don't want to be picked up, right? You'd rather go lay down in your hammock, yeah? Yeah? Don't you want to be picked up like a little baby? Yeah, because she's your baby. No, come here, little baby. Come here, little baby. Come here. This is a little baby, Mama. Hmm? This is a little baby, Mama. I'm gonna give you what you want. You just want some attention. Hmm? Oh, but where are you going? Wow, wow, wow. Where are you going? Oh, but what are you doing? I just want to hold you. Where you going? Oh, I fucking love you so much. Where are you going? Hmm? Where you going? Hmm? Are you hungry? Do you want some food? Hmm? Do you want some food? Hmm? Oh, I fucking love you too. Oh, she hugs me with her tail. I love you too. I do. I love you. I love you. I love you. The mama. The mama. The mummies. Oh, she's my mommy. She's a mommy. She's the mamas. She's the mamas. Are you hungry? Do you want some food? Hmm? Do you want some food? She's like, fuck yeah, give me some food. I like wet food. Do you want some food? Hmm? Why'd you jump down? I'm literally gonna give it to you right here, girl. She's a mama. She's a mama kitty girl. She's a mama. She does a kitty girl. She's a mama. Oh. And you gotta share with your baby girl. Cause she's a kitty. Hi, baby. Hello, baby girl. Toop, toop. Toop, toop. Let your mommy eat. Come here. Come here, toop, toop. Ah, ah. Come here. Toop, toop. Toop, toop. Come here. I know you want the food, but you gotta wait for your mams. This one hates being picked up. Here. There you go. There's some food for you. Okay, now maybe I'll get like 5 minutes of uninterrupted bullshit. All right. Okay. Let's try that again. So 20, 40, 80, 160. Let's do like -5. We'll just leave it at like 160 and we'll have some excess. I'm scared I just gonna give myself some more excess. Even though these are really small needles and small threads. Okay, so we have our knit stitch. We need to do a purl stitch and a knit stitch. Oh, he wasn't kidding, man. These are very fiddly. I'm gonna have to use bigger needles. All right, where am I at? Let's leave that little loop right there so I can find my spot again. I do not want to use these gigantic needles though. It's just too big for this size yarn. I could do that. But then you're not going to be able to hang up your thing. Yeah, there's not going to be a good way to do that. What if I... YouTube notification. Oh. I guess I have no choice but to fucking do what I gotta do. Alright, let's steal the needles from this project. It worked. She has officially fucked up. Ooh. She's crunchy. Ding, 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 ding. There's our loop. Working yarn, tail. Okay. It's like really dark in here too. Okay, let me go pee and then I'm gonna get my light and then we're gonna try to do this correctly. Lord Jesus. So much effort. Ooh. Oh yeah. Come at me. Dog's got water. Got light. Turn the heat down. It's so bright though. Listen, I don't recall agreeing to this BS. Right? I feel like this is happening against my will. Come on! I just really don't want that light bulb right in my eye hole. Oh, that scared me. It's just my hair, my blonde hair growing out. You can't see my fucking hair. It looks like a bald patch. That scared the shit out of me. I got my hair snagged on a branch today at work, so that just scared me a little bit. Excuse you. Get in there. All right. Tuck, 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 tuck. Tuck, 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 tuck. Hello, my love. Your mom's legs, Arthur. Okay. Let's see that again. Where's my other dark spot? Okay. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. I don't remember what I just did. Knit, furl, knit. pearl, knit, pearl, knit, pearl, knit, pearl, knit. Listen, if it's not your mom, it's you. Now, Amscray. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go, go, go. Bro, this is fucking hard as shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And 2 and tear. Oh. Only 100 more to do. God, if this doesn't work, I'm gonna be so mad. Wait, it's twisting like cray cray. It's gonna get better as we go. You're gonna be able to do this. You don't have to worry, girl. It's gonna be totally fine. It's gonna be totally fine. So that's a pearl. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I fuck up? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, 40, 60, 80. Excuse me? Okay, yep, we got a catastrophic failure. Let's do the German long tail cast on because this is not gonna work for me. And I would rather not have all this shit go awry in the midst. Okay. Also, good lord. That's where it's gotta go. Okay. This one's more complicated. That one was not as complicated as this one is gonna be. Let's go to that lady's video.
Start with pull through and tighten up. Let's do it a couple of more times in slow motion.
Okay. Totally. Got it. Okay. Oops. So how do we do it purl-wise?
Now, as I said, the German twisted cast on creates knit stitches in the first row. So you may want to start the first row on the wrong side if you're knitting stockinette stitch. If you knit across, your cast on edge will look like this. So you end up with one row of purl stitches, which is still pretty and I guess very easy to adapt to. But what happens if you want to knit ribbings or other patterns with a mix of knit and purl stitches? Well, in this case, you may want to consider alternating between casting on knit and purl stitches to create an extra neat edge. And I guess I have to warn you because from here, things get a bit funky. So, just like before, you start with a simple slip knot and in this slingshot position. But now you don't go around the loop here around your thumb. Instead, you go around the loop here around your index finger. And then you insert from the top, get out here, and then grab the yarn towards your thumb, untwist that loop, and pull through. Tighten up. Let's do that one more time. So go all the way around the loop around your index finger. Insert your knitting needle coming from the top. Exit here towards the top. Then grab the yarn towards your thumb. Untwist the loop. Pull through and tighten up. One more time. So around the index finger. Insert, get out, grab the yarn, untwist, and tighten up. Let's do that a couple of more times in slow motion for good measure.
This is gonna like stop me from making beanies completely. Like this cast on shit is going to like just I'm not gonna do it.
On around the needles, and so first you do a simple slip knot, and then from here you have to weave your needle around the yarn to create knit and purl stitches. So we'll start with the purl stitch because there's already one stitch here. So you come in from above and grab the yarn. And if you look very closely, grab the yarn. So this is around, and that's why I twist the two preparation rows. For now, we will continue flat, so we need to turn the work around, and that's why I twist the yarns around one more time, so I don't accidentally untwist this very first stitch as I turn my work around. And the repeat for this very first row will be knit one through.
Okay, well, no better time like the present. How are you preventing your shit from like turning all around? Like I don't quite. Does it even matter?
Back loop and then slip one purlwise with yarn in front. So essentially it's a row of double stockinette stitch, and you can see how this first loop here is mounted the wrong way, and that's why we knit it through the back loop. So knit one through the back loop and be careful with this very first stitch, it's a bit more difficult.
I don't like how this shit isn't like laying right. I should probably not be overthinking it and just move on with my life. Oh yeah, I'm on live. Just block them. Don't even let them have the opportunity to waste your, no sense in arguing, I feel like I'm being lied to. I feel like my working yarn.
Purl as my work around. And the repeat for this don't accidentally untwist this very first round, and that's why I twist the yarns around one more time, so I don't accidentally untwist this very first stitch as I turn. So I cast on my 144 stitches here, and now we need to knit 2 preparation rows. For now we will continue flat, so we need to turn the work around, and that's why I twist the yarns around one more time so I don't accidentally untwist this very first stitch as I turn my work around. And the repeat for this very first row will be knit 1 through the back
that's
loop
correct.
and then slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. So essentially it's a row of double stockinette stitch, and you can see how this first loop here is mounted the wrong way, and that's why we knit it through the back loop. So knit 1 through the back loop and be careful with this very first stitch, it's a bit more difficult. And then
I don't like how it's turning.
with yarn in front. Knit 1 through the back loop. Slip 1 purlwise with yarn in front. Knit 1 through the back loop across the whole row.
1, 2, 3, 4,
so
5,
it's a very
6,
simple
7,
repeat,
8,
but
9,
go
10, 11,
slowly
12,
because it can be sometimes
13.
the stitches twist around the needles and you need to untwist them and so on. So go slowly. So I finished this very first setup row, and now it's time for the second setup row, and we will already join our knitting in the round here. And by the way, make sure to comment if you want me to create a full tutorial on the tubular cast on and how to use it for different knitting stitch patterns. So what I will do is I will slide my stitches here to the center of my needles, and then pull out my cable. And just in case, my last video was all about the magic loop technique, so if you need to catch up, I'll link you the tutorial up in here, because I'm not going to repeat everything in this tutorial. And then I'll slide my stitches here to the front, and I make extra sure that I don't accidentally twist the stitch. So I slipped all my stitches to the tip of the needle, and I made extra sure that the cast on edge here forms one continuous line here on the inside that isn't twisted. Double check, it's so easy to mess up. And now we can start knitting in the round and doing a traveling magic loop in.
That ain't right. Oh my god, my fucking face is itching so fucking bad. I'm gonna freak out. Oh, I'm just itchy everywhere for some reason. Fuck you, histamines. Get lost. Okay. 4 hours later, and we are still yet to cast on. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40. And then stop. You can do this. You can do this. Don't let no fucking loops overpower you. Stop grabbing it like that. You're just grabbing it like that. Yep, yep, yep. There you go. You don't have to extra wrap it around your finger. It's actually going to make things harder for you. 1, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Knit, purl, knit. Oh no, I'm stoned. I forgot I don't like being stoned anymore. Makes my heart race. Whatever. You know it's the weed, so don't worry, you're not gonna die. It's not like you're having a heart attack, so it's just the weed. You'll be totally fine. So you at least don't have to worry about anything. That was weird. That sound happened the same time my front door camera made a sound. That was weird. Just want the knots. I'm like really being inattentive about this, but I really want these knots to stay next to each other. I don't want them twisting all around. This is where you get into trouble. When your fucking shit starts to twist. I fucking forgot to count. I gotta go close my chicken coop. Fuck. Okay, well, we're at 20, so. Let's go. Keep the chickens alive. Hey, Winter. Oh, man, now I'm on fucking chest, heart palpitations and shit. So this is why I'm done. I keep, like, every couple of days, or I guess, like, every, like, once or so a week, I've, like, had to remind myself that I'm, like, really, truly, like, done smoking. So, like, right now, I was feeling, like, a little bit stressed. So I was like, damn, man, you know, I'm just gonna, like, hit my vape, and it's gonna, like, just make it so I'm not so angry, frustrated. I'm gonna be able to do this, you know, cast on with, like, a little bit more, like, calm. But, excuse me? Fucking cougar in the tree or something? Jesus Christ, fucking scared me. Oh, fucking hurry. These chickens aren't eating any of the food I'm leaving out for them. My one chicken looks raggedy as fuck. She hates the winter. Oh my god, I hate the winter. Oh. God damn. Anyway. Yeah, I'm fucking done smoking weed. Done smoking weed. Oh man, that kind of sucks. It's like pastime. Time-honored tradition. Oh yeah. I think I remember you saying something after it happened. Fucking having heart palpitations, man. I'm gonna overheat in like 30 seconds. Okay, well, what's going on here? Go. fingers aren't holding this front string very well, and it's driving me bonkers. Jesus. Nope, not that one. Heather. This one. Get a good grip on it, okay? Oh, crap, I lost count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, okay, girl. Let's like. There you go. Dude, what is going on? I cut my mouth on chips. I better take an L-cysteine because I've been like having that flu, and every time I get like any kind of virus, it makes this like little bump in my nose. It's like people get cold sores. I don't get cold sores. I get this little bump in my nose. It's basically a cold sore, but it's just hidden. And that feels like that. I've never had one here before, ever. But I've got a virus in my body right now that is like literally fucking me up bad. And it has been for 3 weeks. Like, it's the flu. I don't know, but we hung out with Josh, and so it seems like every time like we hang out and then go apart and then hang out again, like we'll get better, and then when we hang out we get like a new resurgence of it every single time I see them, or if like Elliot is with me, or like with Josh, whatever, when I go and like see one of them that I haven't seen. Elliot was with me, so then it was Josh that was the new person or whatever. But it's like I'm getting now. Last night I had a really hard time sleeping, and I was like having a hard time. Like I felt like I was getting sick again. Like you get that dry throat and like sinusy stuff. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This will be the 3rd time that I have caught this same flu. I just keep catching it back to back to back every time I see my husband or my kid. Like Elliot was with me, so it was seeing Josh, but like, what the fuck? This is really weird. Okay, hold on. We're at 20, right? You're gonna get sidetracked. I can't move forward until I like solve this, because it's gonna make me crazy to even think that I might be getting a cold sore. That's like not okay. So I'm gonna find L-lysine, and I'm also going to find my ivermectin. Oh, there's that. It's like a big bottle, though. Oh, hey, here's that same nose spray. A Dreamer On of Giovanni Boccaccio and Don Quixote. Oh, I have baby feet. I should do that. Right. I have Schmendismal as well, and I think I might take that also. If you were your Schmiver Schmeckschman, where would you be? No, not today, Satan. I'm a very high rank. What's that mean? What is this? Animax. Oh, that's for the boy. What the hell? Yeah, here's a little phone holder thing that never ended up working. Oh, you need the right case for it. I remember someone saying something about that. Where's my shit? It's like a giant syringy thing. Oh, Elliot, I found the Manuka honey. What the fuck, bro? Ha ha! Oh. Found it. Fucking knew it. Aw, Sherry, I miss you. My best friend, Sherry, died. So we got L-lysine. Should we take 2 or 1? 1. And then I've got... Not the right one. There it is. Oh wow, that's ivermectin. Hey, I didn't know that. Where's the other one at? There it is. Okay, so I've got thank you TikTok shop. I've got the I and the F. Alright, so maybe instead of doing this, I will do this. Lab tested purity 99%. Doop doop. I don't know, bro. I feel like I might want to look up this brand before I take that. Let me just do this real quick. This won't kill me. see. We'll just have to get rid of the first little bit. £500, 750 pounds, 1, 2. So half of that, like okay. I need some fucking peanut butter. I love it when you live like in a bus or something like that. Everything is like right at arm's grab. Like you don't have to like walk very far to do things. Oops. Everything is like right at an arm's reach. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I know you smell that peanut butter, buddy. I'll give you some peanut butter too. Hold on. It's dusty. I'm scared to put it in the peanut butter without wiping it off. I also am really not in the mood to eat any peanut butter, but you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, gotta be careful. Just a pea size. Just do it and then you can clean the lid. I'm not sure what's worse. The peanut butter or the chemical. There you go, baby. Here's some peanut butter. Oh. Hopefully that won't kill me. My favorite cheese? I don't know. I like cheese. But I don't think I'm going to mix the two, and I'm going to do some research on this business before I take that, but I will grab the, what is this thing called? L-lysine. I will bring the L-lysine with me. Ugh, ah. Ew, yuck. God, that was a huge bill. L-lysine is huge. Okay. All right. Every single time, huh? Here, come over here. Come on. Come all the way in. There you go. There you go. Lay down. Lay down. Go ahead.
Lay down. Mama, lay down. It's funny, you like watching those videos of horses and goats when they have to do the like dewormer on them. And like, it's like, oh, well, why would you have to trick a horse, you know, into taking it? It's, you... Ew. Yuck. I know you know what you're doing. Don't think I don't. I know you know what you're doing. Whenever she wants attention, like, she literally goes right for the thing I'm working on. She knows what she's doing. Cheesecake is good. Although I don't really like cheesecakes that have, I'm very picky with cheesecakes. They can't be too thick. I don't like it when it's a lot of cheesecake and a tiny little bit of crust. There has to be the perfect ratio. And I also prefer cheesecake with ganache instead of cherries or something like that, strawberries. I like ganache, specifically ganache. And if you've never had ganache, all you have to do is melt some chocolate and add some heavy cream. Stir it up. It becomes like a pourable. It becomes that kind of chocolate that's like moldable. It's like basically like chocolate clay at that point. You can literally roll it into balls. That's how you make truffles. You take chocolate, melted chocolate, heavy cream, or even like a condensed milk. You could do that too if you're trying to make the center to a truffle. Girl, I know what you're doing. And then you just roll it in cocoa after you turn them into balls. Condensed milk is better for candy. Dude, you're literally putting your butthole right on my string. I know what you're doing. I know you know. What? See, I know she knows what she's doing, dude. Oh, God. No, please don't start. You got peanut butter mouth, baby. What, buddy? Mom, what? Huh? What? What do you want? You can't chew on your feet. I'm sorry. I had to put his little socks on, and he's miserable because he's got... Are you trying to go outside, baby? Oh, okay, I'm coming. Hold on, I'll be right there. do it. I don't know, grab me. I'm coming, let's go outside. Here, let me see your feet. Wait. Come here, come here. Come here, let me see your feet. Come on. Orly, turn around, come here. All right, go. Go on, keep going. Okay, now let me see your feet. Your foot. That was stressful. Oh fuck, my phone's gonna die, isn't it? Nope, okay. Okay. He had his socks on, and so he got to the door, and then it was hard as hell to get his fucking socks off. I love you. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Uh-oh. That doesn't feel right. This is gonna throw my whole fucking count off if I fucked up, dude. So, you need to figure it out right now. Knit, purl, 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 knit, purl. Okay. Oh, but now what? What's my number? Fuck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19, 20. One, 2, 3. Curl. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10. 1, 12, confuse myself, you know, when I go too fast. I know, I hear him too. You're a good sister, okay? All right, I'm gonna go get him right now. You're a good girl. Where'd you go? Are you ready? You're not ready, Orly? Come on, let's go. Are you coming inside? I literally can't see anything. All right, I'll be back. I don't like leaving him outside because, like, the fucking cougars and shit, man. Let's go. Inside, let's go. Come on. Orly, come inside. There's big cats outside gonna kill you. Come on. Let's go. I got treats. Come on. Orly, come. Let's go. Inside. Go. Watch out your tail. Watch out your tail. All right, go. Move. Go into your bed. Go to Orly's bed. Go. Keep going. Keep going. Did I shut my fucking door? Watch out. Let me go shut the door. Smells like burnt hair in here. He fucking set his tail on fire. Well, not on fire, but he swiped it in the thingy. Oh my god, Heather, no. I touched the ground outside. I love you so freaking much. I do, girl, but I'm really, really, really interested. I'm like trying to do this one thing, okay? So let me just do that one thing. And then once I get this stuff like on and secure, I can literally give you all the attention you need, okay? So just be patient. That's not exercising patience. What the hell? And why are the stitches skipping? Money, please not now. Please, for the love of God. There we go. No, no. Go lay down. You cannot stay outside. Buddy, you cannot stay outside. There are big cats outside. I'll turn the heat off, okay? Hold on. Oops. What am I doing wrong here, Heather? Money, stop staring at me like that. You're stressing me out, man. There we go. Like, forgot how to do it for a second. What is going on? I like walked away for 2 seconds and now I can't do it at all? That's weird. 1, 2, 3. I gotta go turn the heat down. Okay, we're just gonna... Did you turn the strings around while I was gone? Is that what you did? What do you want, girl? Food. What a surprise. Okay, listen. No. No more outside. No. No outside. No. No more outside. Okay? You gotta understand this. No more outside. Okay? Good boy. Thank you. He's laying down in his bed. He gets it. He was out like begging me to turn the heater off. Okay. Hopefully after she eats, she'll go to bed. Okay. My cat is literally the greatest. Guys, oh my gosh, you guys have been sending me things? Oh my god, thank you so much. Shit. I miss those like gem things. I don't know what's the difference between those and like super chats. If you want to do super chats, then I'll see, you know, and I'll see the color because it's like a big bar. They should do something about that with those gifts. They should make them like, it's literally, I wish you guys could see this, but when you gift me something, so like Backwoods Baby, it just says, it's like a little tiny gift icon, like I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's literally in a gray text. And so it's harder to see than the normal text. And I don't like missing that. If you guys are gonna... Thank you so freaking much. I super duper appreciate that. But it's just weird, right? Like, it should be a bolder color or something, you know? It shouldn't be so muted. It should be visible in the same way super chats are, I think. I do still like the jewel. I'm gonna have to find something that has the same relief tobacco-y smell and like the sensation I get from smelling. It's like smelling a handful of coffee beans at a perfume store for me. No, money, please. Money, oh, money, money. $20, $40, $60, $80. Ooh, I'm so close. 15, 16. You don't bite me. No, stop. I'm trying to get my thingies. You literally laid right on them. You know what you're doing. I know you know what you're doing, dude. Why is it like I have so much tail left over? Like, this isn't good. I'm gonna have to start plucking all over again. Cause like, that's just like, watch out, Mama. This is, I'm almost done. Like, I'm literally gonna have to start over again. It's like getting late. I'm getting frustrated. Money, please, for the love of God. Why are you so fucking needy all of a sudden? You literally never want to even like hang out ever. And now you're just like all over me. I need to get you dewormer. I can't believe I have to start over again. Heather. The reason that I have to is because like I can't waste all that yet. Dude, that's like $2 worth of string. This shit is expensive. Not really that expensive, but it's not like a $2 freaking ball of yarn from Walmart, that's for sure. I bought this from a yarn store. It's merino wool, and I just like, if I waste all this, then what? At least I'll be an expert at the long tail cast on. Oh fuck. My dehumidifier is frozen. I gotta go turn it off immediately. Fuck, it's always something. Money. Please. Girl. Stop it. I love you. Driving me crazy. There you go. You eat some of that. Just hang on over there for a little while. Crazy bitch. Okay. I'm in my bedroom. It's my bed in the back of my bus, and I got my yarn hanging up. All right, so I guess I just better find something to listen to. Wow. No. She's pregnant. I gotta give her dewormer. I really need to get her fixed so bad. Cannot wait until, if you guys want to help me out, like get my cat fixed or whatever, buy a copy of my book. That would be great. Tell your friends about it. Because I need to get above, at least, I'd like to get to at least the poverty line. Like, that would be good. Being like at the poverty line. I'd be happy if I could just get to the poverty line.
Everybody just shut up! Hillary Clinton's doing an interview explaining why pictures of Bill Clinton in hot tubs and jets with women, just nothing to worry about.
What was your reaction when you saw some of the material that has been released? I'm thinking, for example, of images of your husband apparently in a hot tub in a swimming pool on Epstein's plane. What was your reaction to that? And do you know the context surrounding some of those images?
Absolutely. And it wasn't a hot tub on a plane.
Is it fine? It wasn't a hot tub on a plane. It was a hot tub on the ground. Hillary Clinton did an interview trying to get ahead of all the Epstein files involving her and Bill. It's incredible. Welcome back to JP Rex Channel, my freedom-loving friend. This is where we help spread the light of truth and freedom because truth conquers. And do you know what conquers a lot of her own associates? Hillary Clinton. How high is the Clinton body count? 150? Just the ones you know about. Anyway, Hillary Clinton, I think trustworthy lady and everything.
Someone needs to
about
check
her
on
is
that
just
fucking,
fine. It's
that
normal.
journalist that
It's
interviewed
great.
Hillary
She
and make sure
is
she's okay.
intelligent. She is emotionally connected.
My book, oh
She
yeah,
is
duh. It's called Lean Into the Cringe. If you go on Amazon and you type in Lean Into the Cringe book on Amazon, just like regular Amazon, it'll pop up. If you go to Kindle and type in just Lean Into the Cringe, it'll pop up. It's available on Kindle, hardcover, and softcover. Or paperback, rather. I have 2 books that I've published. One is teaching you how to basically be embarrassing and not give a fuck. Lean into your cringe, you know? And then the other book is called Mastering Resilience, and it is to help people understand how I managed to not even, like, because I have stalkers and online, like, gang stalking, harassment, you name it. Like, I have women doing that to me. And so while technically I'm a victim of it, I explain to you in this book how I managed to be my absolute happiest, most, like, you know, the shit just can't get me down. I'm trying to fucking knit, but casting on is the hardest part of any project for me. And it takes me the longest to cast on. It's so fiddly. So, yeah, I'm trying to do a new cast on that I've never done before. And so, yeah. It's hard and it's a learning curve. And so I almost finished a minute ago, but then I realized how I had like all of this that was going to get wasted. And I spent, you know, I spent actual good money I spent money buying good yarn because I want to have natural fibers. I'm trying to like slowly evolve all my stuff out of like synthetic stuff on my body, especially like underwear, undershirts, and then like stuff that I'd wear while I was sweaty, like gloves or beanie stuff, you know, scarves, stuff that's going to touch my skin directly. I'd really prefer to not have it be all plasticky materials, you know?
I think we can all agree on that. By the way, here she is in a very relatable outfit. She didn't wear this to the interview she just did, where she was directly addressing questions on the Clintons and the Epstein files. I bet she tried. She probably showed up to their interview with that. They're like, Hillary, don't wear that. What? This is my best child's blood ceremony robe. Why would I not wear this? Because of that. Well, it's satanic. What do you want me to look like? Put on the pantsuit. You look like a creepy lesbian, but that's a much better look for you, Hillary. So Hillary Clinton, she just decided to come out and tell the truth. So you and I can stop asking questions about her and Bill. So look at her face. Do you see her face? I love me some Hillary Clinton. I'm gonna get out and tell the truth. I don't know if anybody believes you, Hillary. By the way, just last I counted, everybody who's been named in the Epstein files, I'm really curious about the names they're showing us, by the way, but everybody that's been named in the Epstein files, and I'm sure that's going to include the Clintons.
Excuse you, ma'am.
100%, probably just
Your mom's not here.
said, yeah,
Excuse me.
I had no criminal, I took part in no criminal activity. I saw no underage girls. It was just a strictly 1 hour lunch, and that's all. And by the way, yeah, I was really creeped out about him. I never saw him again other than the times that the emails prove I saw him, but no other times. Yeah, could you have a variety of talking narratives here? You're all saying the same thing. It almost seems like at least somebody's lying, but not Hillary Clinton. So let's check out her interview.
Do you regret the links that there have been?
Links to Epstein. Do you regret the links there have been to Epstein? How are you going to play that off, Hillary? PR strategy number 1, minimize. Let's minimize it, Hillary.
We have no links. We have.
Did somebody not show you?
No, thank you. I love you, but not right now.
27 times? So we're just going to.
I mean, I love you right now, but.
All right.
Are you about to throw up?
Record that we've been willing to talk about, which my husband has said. He took some rides on the airplane for his charitable work.
Big charitable guy, Bill Clinton. What have you helped, Bill? I don't know. Like, we did some stuff. Didn't we? We did some stuff. I was riding on the airplane to do some stuff. I'm a big charitable guy.
I don't recall ever meeting him.
I don't recall. We want to make sure we don't get caught in future lies when they're uncovered. So we don't say,
Hey,
I never
no,
met
you cannot
him.
go under the
We
blanket right
say,
now, Mama.
I don't recall ever meeting him. People don't talk like that. Criminals,
1, 2,
or
3, 4, 5,
potential
6,
criminals,
7.
potential suspects talk like that. Regular people. JP, do you remember what happened when you were in 12th grade on this?
10.
No, I don't remember. That's how normal people talk. I don't recall that ever happening. No, I don't recall that. We'll get back to the video, but first, you may have noticed the chemtrail climate exposures are out in full force this winter.
14.
Yep, back-to-back abnormal winter storms with questionable snow quality are crippling our country. Millions without power, record-freezing temps, roads are shut down, and pharmacies are shut down. Here's the uncomfortable truth. When the grid goes down,
18.
you must be prepared. In 2021, a single winter storm left millions stranded and cost hundreds their lives. This is why disaster relief physician Dr. Kelly Victory urges a simple plan. Stockpile medications. The medical emergency kit from the Wellness Company contains 8 life-saving prescriptions that treat UTIs, strep throat, pneumonia, and COVID. By the way, are you worried about expiration dates? Well, get a load of this. A U.S. military study found that 90 to 100% of core meds remain safe and effective 15 years past their expiration date. Just something to think about. You can't buy this in a pharmacy, but you can purchase your kit fully digitally. You take a medical questionnaire, and then a licensed doctor reviews and fills the prescriptions for the kit. Natural disasters are becoming more frequent and more intense, so don't let illness catch you off guard, stranded in a bad situation.
6.
Order your kit now by going to twc.health/JPReacts and use code JPReacts for up to $45 off plus free shipping. Now back to the video.
Did you ever meet Ghislaine Maxwell?
I did on a few occasions, and
Again, we minimize.
She was at your daughter's wedding.
Occasions.
thousands of people go to the Clinton Global Initiative.
And we're still minimizing now relative to thousands of people go to the Global Initiative. So we're minimizing. I met her on a few. That's that's minimizing. But thousands, I
One,
mean, thousands of
two,
people. Cool,
three,
that's minimizing even further.
4,
Great
5,
PR
6,
strategy
7,
that all
8.
the Epstein listed
9,
associates
10.
are simultaneously using. You can't even tell it's a PR strategy
11.
because they're all doing the same thing.
To me, is not
12,
something that is
13,
really at the heart of what this matter
14.
is about.
Yeah,
15,
it's not about finding
16,
people that were associated with Epstein. That's not the heart of
17.
the matter. What is the heart of the matter, Hillary?
They are accused and in both cases
18.
were convicted of horrific crimes against girls and women.
Two people, Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
That should be the focus.
We focus on those two people. One of them's dead. The other is trying to save her life by not talking too much.
We are more than happy to say what we know, which is very limited.
We're not minimizing. It's very limited. Very limited.
Really unrelated to their
Very unrelated. Again, we're minimizing, creating distance.
behavior or their crimes, and we want to do it in public because let's make this transparent.
There are calls for another individual who denies what
We're all about transparency. She's literally like in a shadow. She's wearing a shadow.
they're doing to go before Congress on this matter. Andrew Mountbatten Windsor, formerly Prince Andrew. Do you think he should testify?
I think everybody
He
should
just
testify.
got arrested.
Everybody should testify. What about just
1,
associates?
Look,
Including
two.
former Prince.
I think everybody should testify who is asked to testify.
3.
I just want it to be
They refused to testify.
4.
By the way, they're allegedly going to testify now in Congress. They want it like open to the public, cameras on, which would be
4.
great. It'll be great. Just makes me
5.
really fascinated by what do they
6.
plan on saying. Like they're gonna,
7.
if they go down, they're gonna try to bring
8.
the world down. It's gonna be great.
fair. I want everybody treated the same
9.
way. That's not true for my husband and me because
10.
other witnesses were asked to testify. They gave written
11.
statements under oath.
No,
We
they
also
went
did
there.
that. They want to pull us. Why did they want to pull us into this?
Because you have more information and experience with Epstein. You're welcome for me answering your question, Hill.
To divert attention from President Trump. This is not complicated.
That's the one thing I
2,
agree with.
3,
it is not
4,
complicated.
5.
She's
6,
trying to make it
7,
complicated. Yeah, they want to
9,
talk
10.
to us about our association with Epstein because they're trying to divert attention from Trump. You know what Trump did? Like he's racist. And
12.
now let's hear Hillary's full answer.
13.
which
I mean,
is-
she's not wrong about that
What
part.
do you think of
You
the
know, like,
pictures
they're
of,
definitely-
girls in hot tubs?
I'm
Right
still
on
gonna
the
have
jet.
so much
What do you
left
think?
over that
What
I'm
was
gonna
your
have to
reaction
redo
when
this
you saw
again.
some of the material that has been released. I'm thinking, for example, of images of your husband apparently in a hot tub in a swimming pool.
Why
on,
would you tell me to do a
Epstein's
long tail
plane.
cast on if it's actually
What was
not a
your
long
reaction
tail
to
cast on?
Charcoal bill.
Do you know
Sour
the
spinning.
context surrounding
I'm just gonna have to
Absolutely.
sacrifice it. I'm not
It
going
wasn't
back
a hot
again.
tub on a plane. It was one of the stops they made to look at philanthropic and charitable work that my husband has done, saving.
So another PR strategy, you find one minute detail that's wrong. It wasn't a hot tub on the
1,
plane.
2,
By the way, the way
3,
the
4,
question was
5,
posed
6,
wasn't
7,
even suggesting
8,
there was a hot tub on
9,
the plane.
10,
She was listing
11,
separate photos
12,
in a hot tub
13,
on the plane. So Hillary, she
14.
really had to stretch to do this PR strategy of finding something wrong with the question, which it's a PR
15.
strategy. It helps discredit everything about it. And then positive
16.
framing. Immediately follow that as philanthropic work.
17,
It's like the question kind of implies what might be bad.
18,
So here's, we're going to invalidate the whole question. There was no hot tub on a plane. Nobody said there was. Philanthropic work.
Literally millions of lives around the world. It turned out that was done long before there was any public awareness and certainly any conviction of any crime by Jeffrey Epstein. So it was a short period of time
And that's another piece of minimization. Short period of time, long ago.
that was in pursuit of charitable philanthropic work. A lot of people were traveling at the same time. Many staff
4.
members, guests,
More
other
minimization.
supporters of the foundation. If Bill and I had a penny for every person we've taken pictures with, we would be extremely rich today.
You are extremely
I love how
rich.
she ended
You
that.
freaking.
That is her being so in touch.
1, 2, 3,
If Bill and I
4,
had a person we've taken pictures of, we'd be extremely rich today.
5,
They are extremely rich. It's just how out of touch.
7,
Like she doesn't know that everybody knows they are very wealthy.
9,
How'd you get so wealthy, by the way?
10,
It's worth asking. But it's like,
11,
yeah, people like we can just play this like kind of relatable, normal people worried about the price of groceries.
14,
That's how we're gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, if we had a penny for every person who's taking a picture with,
16,
like we'd be extremely wealthy today.
17,
You are. And that's fine,
18,
depending how you got wealthy. Big question there.
19,
But what's not fine is just the facade of playing as though she's not wealthy. It almost makes it, when she's doing a facade, literally lying through implication about that, it almost makes you think she was being dishonest about
other
some
things,
other things.
20, 40, 60,
Anyway, I mean, used by
80,
Hillary just really
1,
clearing the air here. No suspicion needed around their heavy entanglement with Epstein. So thank you, Hillary, for clearing the air on behalf of America. We believe you, Hillary 2028. That's what I'm thinking after this. Hillary, you crushed it. Let me know what you think about Hillary's spin of the Clintons and the Epstein.
I mean,
files.
definitely they are doing everything they can to
See
keep
you on the
Trump
next video.
from
Until then,
being,
stay
you
free.
know, caught up in this. But that's because, you know, Trump is the person in power right now.
Ryan Reynolds to read bedtime
But
stories for their kids.
it's going to happen. I'm pretty sure someone is already petitioning to get rid of
Hi,
him.
welcome to Fuzz and Talk. I'm Chastity Floor, journalist,
Okay.
Hollywood truth teller,
1,
and your voice of reason in a town built
2,
on delusion. Okay, so
3,
there's only one thing that's better than reading stories to your family, and
4,
that is Ryan Reynolds reading
5,
stories to your family. Yes,
6,
he is now reading bedtime
7,
stories on Nickelodeon. You won't believe this.
8,
Also, we have to talk about this photo from the promotion
9,
of It Ends With Us that started recirculating again with
10,
the cast baking. And especially,
11,
look at what Isabella Ferrer is doing
12,
here. Let's also talk about that text exchange
13,
that the Sony executive had with Ryan Reynolds. And when he's confronted
14,
about that by Justin Baldoni's attorney. Yeah, this is quite
15.
funny. Okay, so let's jump into this bedtime stories thing with Ryan Reynolds. When this came up in my feed on Instagram yesterday from Entertainment Tonight, I was like, is this a joke? Is this a spoof? But apparently it's not. So Ryan Reynolds did a deal with Nickelodeon, apparently, where he's going to read bedtime stories for kids every night. I think it's 7 p.m. or something. It starts on March 2nd, and it's 10 episodes of Ryan reading
dog is having a
from
nightmare.
this book. It's going to be on the Nick Jr. channel, so it is for children. And it says here in the press release that in the series, Reynolds reads new and classic bedtime stories as the tales magically comes to life around him, creating a warm, playful, and imaginative wind-down experience for kids and parents to enjoy together.
Ryan Reynolds is taking over your bedtime routine.
Hello, Piglet.
Yep,
1,
that Ryan
2,
Reynolds.
So
3,
the trailer
4,
was attached,
5,
and I clicked on the
6,
trailer,
7,
and that
8,
link
9,
got me to YouTube.
10,
And I just
11,
realized that the
12,
YouTube video from
13,
Nickelodeon,
14.
and Nickelodeon has like millions and millions and millions of subscribers, it's not public. It is unlisted still, so you can only see the YouTube video if you have the direct link to it. Also, of course, the comment section is shut off. So I feel like this was a deal that Nickelodeon could not get out of, but they had to commit to it. So they were just like, let's just put it out there and hope no one would even notice it. Because why would you put a promotional video for something you want people to watch and hide it on YouTube? It makes zero sense to me. It says here that it was created by Reynolds and George Dewey. The first season of Bedtime Stories with Ryan was directed by Vincent Pion. So I'm assuming this is the first season, and I'm assuming there won't be more. And it's of course produced by Ryan Reynolds. company. I was really entertained reading all the comments on Instagram when Entertainment Tonight published the story yesterday. I couldn't find any comments of people who were actually excited about this. And now that we know who Ryan Reynolds really is, after reading those text messages and emails, how he was threatening and harassing people, and on top of that, what he was doing to his own daughter in the Deadpool movie, when he basically forced her to say this line that's so R-rated that I can't even repeat it here on my channel. Basically, Ines, who I think at that time was like 9 years old, she had to say to Deadpool, "Take your D out of Wolverine's mouth." And she didn't want to say it. There is a behind-the-scene video where Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy, his BFF, they're talking about this scene specifically with Ines, where Ryan said that she didn't want to say it, and we had to do that take about 50 times. And I had to threaten her to tell her, you know, if you don't want to say it, I'll find someone else. And then at the end, she ended up doing it. Also, the drama last year on the red carpet at Toronto Film Festival, when Ryan was being rude to this kid, there were headlines everywhere saying, like, why was he so rude to this little boy, this reporter that was on the red carpet who wanted to ask him a question. And Ryan just like brushed him off like, hey, what's your question? Let's just get to the question here. And then he was like, ha ha ha.
Like, I'm a monster. What's your question for me, buddy? Nice to meet you. Let's skip to the question.
Why is there so much chocolate?
So to me, when I think about Ryan Reynolds and kids, I see a man that always just makes fun of kids. He doesn't take them seriously. He makes fun of kids in front of other adults. And I think that's a terrible example. And why on earth would anyone want to listen to Ryan Reynolds reading bedtime stories? I'm sure that Nickelodeon signed this deal with Ryan way before this drama started. If they had seen those text messages that he sent to Sony and to WME and the language he used in those text messages, why would they want him for a project like this for kids? There are a few stories online today talking about this, and one of them is mentioning the other projects that Ryan has coming out in 2026, and they mention Animal Friends and Mayday, and as we know, Animal Friends has been postponed like 3 times already, and the same for Mayday. Mayday has been, is an Apple TV production. They shot it already in 2024, but they also been just like pushing the release of that film. They also mention here that there are rumors that the 49-year-old Vancouver native will return to one of his most iconic roles of all time, Deadpool, when Avengers Doomsday arrives in theaters on December 18. The film will mark the biggest Marvel Studio crossover feature to date and could see Reynolds reprise his role as Deadpool, blah, blah, blah. When I read this, I was like, can you imagine for the other actors in the Avengers? And they set up the press junket days where they always pair people up. I've done a lot of junkets for the Avengers, and they always pair people, like 3 or 4 people together. And then you read on the call sheet and you're like, oh, I'm going to be paired up with Ryan Reynolds. This is going to be great for my career. Yeah, I wonder how they're going to work around that. If it's even true, I think this is just speculations so far. But I think Ryan last year, he did post like a little Easter egg with the Avengers, that sign.
Yay, it's not that much wasted.
And people were like, oh my God, why would he do that if he wasn't in the movie? So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I know some of my friends here in LA was invited to a press conference pretty soon with Ryan Reynolds for that movie Mayday. So let's see if he shows up this time. I know he didn't show up for the press days that Apple had here in LA a couple of weeks ago. He was supposed to be there. His name was in the press release, but he just decided to go AWOL. Okay, so let's talk about this photo of the cast of It Ends With Us. It's obvious that Justin Baldoni was left out of this promo. As we know, he wasn't promoting this movie with any of the other cast members. But what's funny about this is that the 4 of them, as you see, it's Blake and Isabel, who played young Lily, and the guy, Alex, who played young Atlas, and Brandon Sklenar, who played Atlas as a grown-up. And all of them are
The cast on Edge here forms one. Will already join our knitting and around here, and by a bit more difficult, accidentally, untwist this very first stitch as I turn my work around. And the repeat for this very first row will be knit one through the back loop and then slip one purlwise with yarn in front. So essentially it's a row of double stockinette stitch. And you can see how this first loop here is mounted the wrong way, and that's why we knit it through the back loop. So knit one through the back loop and be careful with this very first stitch, it's a bit more difficult. And then slip one purlwise with yarn in front, knit one through the back loop, slip one purlwise with yarn in front, knit one through the back loop, across the whole row. So it's a very simple repeat, but go slowly because it can be sometimes the stitches twist around the needles and you need to untwist them and so on. So go slowly. So I finished this very first setup row, and now it's time for the second setup row, and we will already join our knitting in the round here. And by the way, make sure to comment if you want me to create a full tutorial on the tubular cast on and how to use it for different knitting stitch patterns. So what I will do is I will slide my stitches here to the center of my needles and then pull out my cable. And just in case, my last video was all about the magic loop technique. So if you need to catch up, I'll link you the tutorial up in here because I'm not going to repeat everything in this tutorial. And then I'll slide my stitches here to the front and I make extra sure that I don't accidentally twist the stitches. So I slipped all my stitches to the tip of the needle and I made extra sure that the cast on edge here forms one continuous line here on the inside that isn't twisted. Double check, it's so easy to mess up. And now we can start knitting in the round.
Why do you expect me to have knowledge of something like that?
Well, because you attacked me personally for suggesting that Jeffrey Epstein had ties to Mossad, just as like a man and a father and a Christian. How could you resist saying, like, were you on Pedo Island with Jeffrey Epstein? Well, there is a charged child molester.
But I'm saying if you are very involved in the details of this,
I'm not.
And you think it's the U.S. government that's hiding and shielding somebody, then bring it up to the people that you personally know.
I don't think that. I know it.
Tucker Carlson traveled to Israel, which is, of course, not without risk, to interview the U.S. ambassador to Israel. And, of course, that's Mike Huckabee. And it was a wide-ranging conversation/debate about various issues tied to Israel. As you just saw from that video, Cenk, they did touch the topic of Epstein and his connection to Mossad, which we'll get to in just a minute. But what I was really impressed by was the fact that Tucker asked him everything. I mean, he asked Huckabee about his meeting with Jonathan Pollard, a well-known traitor to the United States who sold our secrets to the Israelis, and the Israelis then in turn sold our secrets to the Soviets, who were our obvious enemies at the time. Just an incredible interview, and I can't wait to show you the clips. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I want to get straight to the clips because you'll see Huckabee also talks about that Israel should have the entire Middle East. And of course, we should pay for it. All right. Let's do it.
He does indeed say that, so stick around for that. But first, let's get to the part of the conversation where they discussed Jonathan Pollard. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this figure, he's the guy who used to work for the U.S. CIA. And he sold U.S. secrets to Israel, and then Israel then sold those secrets to the Soviet Union. Trump allowed the scumbag to return to Israel, cut his sentence short. To be fair, he did serve 30 years in prison, but as I've said on this show before, as a traitor to our country, I think that the punishment should have been much harder than prison time. And since he was encouraged, since he's gone back to Israel, he has encouraged other Jewish Americans to spy on our country on behalf of Israel. Now, Huckabee claims that the clandestine meeting that he had with this traitor wasn't really that big of a deal, right? He claims it wasn't even a secret because there's so much surveillance at the U.S. Embassy. Not buying it, the White House didn't know anything about it, at least that's what they allege. Now here's Tucker Carlson confronting Huckabee about this meeting with traitor Jonathan Pollard.
So this was the most profound betrayal of the United States in my lifetime. Why advocate for that guy's release before he serves his full sentence?
Let's remember it was President Trump who probably facilitated his departure. And I'm certainly supportive of President Trump. I think you are. And
Pollard's not. He called him a madman after your meeting.
That's why I say Pollard is not, for me, the real issue. It was the fact that he did something that was despicable. I'm not denying that. You make it sound like I'm hosting a meeting. I simply met with him. I meet with people all the time.
You can just walk in without a...
No, they have to have an appointment. Of course they do.
Oh, so it is hosting him then, I think.
Well, I don't know if it was hosting, but it was certainly, he was able to come to the U.S. Embassy to have a meeting at his request. I did. And frankly, I don't regret it. I met with a lot of people over the course of the time I've been here, and we'll meet with a lot more. That's it.
Huckabee doesn't regret it. Huckabee doesn't regret taking a meeting with a well-known traitor to the United States, who, by the way, has also suggested that Israel threatened the U.S. with its nukes if we refuse to give them what they want. And so that's who Mike Huckabee is. I would argue that the willingness to meet with Pollard and his lack of remorse about it is a form of being a
Yeah. Well,
it's amazing to me. Yeah.
Yeah. So, look, I'm going to get to the most important question about Pollard and Huckabee in a second.
Oh my
but
God,
first,
no.
Pollard said, "Hey, all Jewish Americans should betray
This is
America in
bad.
favor of Israel."
Oh my God, this
Nothing
is so
endangers
bad.
Jewish Americans more than a comment like that. But always to serve Israel, not to serve Jewish Americans, but to serve Israel. So, secondly, you know who flew Jonathan Pollard back in a private jet to
Come
say,
on, eyeballs! Do the thing!
The number one donors to Donald Trump. They've given him over $300 million, and they think Jonathan Pollard is a hero. Obviously, he's not a hero to America. He's a hero to Israel, and the Adelsons serve Israel.
No.
They bribe our politicians legally here in America to make sure that they...
No, you don't, you dare!
There's nothing
Don't
more
you
spectacular
dare!
than
Why, whenever I'm the most stressed out?
you back in class for betraying America.
Fuck me, I fucked up. Oh my God, I literally have to start over from the beginning.
Complicated. The only reason that everybody in the country doesn't know that is because mainstream media's job is not to cover the news, but to cover up the news. That's why they never tell you these unbelievable brazen facts. So, was it a secret meeting? Well, he didn't tell the White House or the CIA. The CIA
Okay, all right. I'm here. I'm here. What's wrong? What's wrong?
So, but the most important question, Anna, is why?
It hurts. I know it hurts. I can see it hurts.
Jonathan Pollard, because what could you possibly get out of that meeting other than, if I was in a meeting with him, I would have some choice words for him. The only reason I can imagine is Mike Huckabee was asking for tips.
I'm sorry it hurts, Mommy. I'm sorry. This is what you get for being a fucking hoe.
He didn't disclose any details about what
I
they
know
discussed.
it hurts. I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Mommy's right here.
I'm
right here.
Thank him because
I'm right
he was
here.
so
Yes, I am.
polite
I'm right
and nice
here.
to him after Pollard's
right
wife
here.
passed away.
All right, it's time for New Year's resolutions.
I'm
We all
right
make them,
here.
but I'm not making any big flashy resolutions that are going to crash and burn
I'm
by
sorry
February.
it hurts,
My reset
Mama.
is much simpler. It's
I'm
about
so
giving myself
sorry
a
it
break
hurts.
in the kitchen. Not by eating less, don't be crazy.
I know.
But let's be honest,
I'm
thinking about what to eat, shopping for it, cooking it, it's a drain.
I'm
And when you're drained from cooking, you can't focus on the work that matters, and that's the work right here. That's where Cook Unity comes in. It's been my way of cheating. Like I have a personal chef. I'm very fancy that way, please. But without the insane cost. Restaurant quality meals on my schedule. So I ordered a bunch of things that I love. So we got the pepperoni naan pizza. I love pepperoni pizza. I love naan. You put it together, it's genius. Golden chicken schnitzel. It's schnitzel, but it's gold.
Shut up. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm right here. It's okay. Mommy's right here. Yeah.
I love you. I love you. No, my mama. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. It's okay. What is it that they keep touching? Oh, it's the blanket. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Love you. I'm just trying to get all these fucking stitch markers that you laid right in the middle of. It's okay. Mommy's right here. Yeah. I'm right here with you. Yeah. Yeah. I'm right here. I love you. Mm-hmm. I know. I'm just moving it along. I know. You're gonna have to go poop soon. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's a mama's. Mommy. Mama's. Mama's. Mm-hmm. I love you. It's okay. It's okay. Does it hurt right there? Okay, that's where it hurts right there. That right there. That one. Okay, 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 okay. Let's do a big stretch.
It's okay. There you go. Yeah, feels so good. It's okay. I love you. I love you. It's a big stretch. Big stretch. There you go. Other side. Big stretch. There you go. Good girl, mommy. There you go. Oh, you got your knot in your neck. The poor mummies. Sorry, this is gonna hurt for a second. Just breathe. Good girl. Good girl, mummies. Oh, I'm sorry, I know. Are you drooling? Are you drooling? These hips back here are gonna be sore. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull your hair. I know it hurts, Mommy. I know. I know it hurts so much. It's okay. It's okay. It's your mama's. It's okay. Stretch out that chest, my Josh. Oh, Mommy. You look so raggedy. Let me brush you. You're not taking care of yourself so well right now, huh? You really feel like shit. That's what you get for being a fucking whore. Yeah. You act like a slut. And you get a little rough. That's why we gotta keep the mans away. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I love you. Okay, fine. Let me see your toe beans.
Feeling a bit better now? Hmm? What are you thinking about doing with them tail flicks? I love you too. My sweet money. That's the first time I've seen you smile in 2 days. Oh, look at that happy face. She's drooling. God, that light is so bright. Ooh, right? You good? You gonna make it? Hmm? More? You want more? What? You don't want me to rub your side? You want me to rub your belly? Okay. Guess I could do that. She's like, no, not the side. The belly. Oh. Oh, I like holding your hand too, Mama. Feel that heathen right there. What are you doing? What is this? You look like an otter. Why are you biting me? Up, 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 up. You look just like an otter. You did. Mm. You touched out? Hmm? No? That's the last one. Now you touched out. You got your face massage. You got your whole body massage. What are you thinking about doing? What are you thinking about doing? What? What? I love you. I love you. What are you thinking about doing? What you think about doing? Are you gonna fuck me up? No. You're not gonna bite me or attack me. You are thinking about biting or attacking her though, huh? Where'd she go? You can't say stuff about that. She's your daughter. That's not very nice. Try a different time tomorrow. One of my YouTube shorts has 44,000 views on it. And like over 1,000 likes, which is really saying something because people will watch a YouTube video and they'll just swipe, they never like it. So if a YouTube video gets over 100 likes, it's a miracle. Should probably charge this for a minute before I go to bed. I gotta get up early. Tomorrow, oh my god, I didn't even tell you guys. Tomorrow, I have a dreadlock appointment. I am installing a full set of new dreadlocks with extensions on the same client that I'm always installing a new set of extensions on. She changes her mind a lot.
the really gorgeous set that I did about a year ago, maybe a little longer. It was right around the time that the whole Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni thing was coming out. So whenever that was whenever I did her dreadlocks. And she cut her hair super short, and then it grew out again. So it's not long, it's short. But what I'm gonna, oh my God, thank you. What? Oh my gosh. Yeah, my kitty cat is good. So, she's just like miserable right now. She's kind of going through it. She just needed like a full saturation of attention and like her belly muscles to be stretched out, and this is my best friend. Oh my God. Hey, I'm in Oregon. Hey, listen, Prince of the Cats, listen, you should look up this person on YouTube called Slug Princess. She is a hilarious content creator, and her content is surrounding cats. You would love it. You should check her out. She's fucking hilarious. And she's pretty, and all of her content is 100% relatable if you were a cat person. Like, beyond relatable. Embarrassingly relatable. No, thank you. Holy crap. I guess I'll go through comments here for a minute. Oh, hi, Sissy. Oh my goodness, you guys. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, Nate the Gen, imagine owning your own business, owning your own land, owning your own home, owning your car outright. You make no payments on any of it because, you own it all outright, so that you are able to tattoo your face and it doesn't affect your income in any way, shape, or form. I know, really terrible way to live. My eyes are going blurry. I really need to find I need to go to the eye doctor. I need to get new old lady glasses, readers. B-rent, we're not really talking about much. I am rubbing my cat's belly, or I was, and it's a she, and yes, she is mine. Jamie Carpenter, no, she's cool. She's good. I love your good decor. It's giving me a decorating itch. I now have a justification to buy more crystals. Melvin, I'm actually a terrible decorator. It's just this bed. My hair is sticking straight up. It's all tied back, so it's not really sticking straight up. No, I'm not a Wiccan. I mean, I believe all the things Wiccans do in general, but no, I'm not a Wiccan. Jamie Graham, you're funny. Thanks, William. Oh, look what I found at Hobby Lobby the other day. Depends on who you are and how long you stay. And then I've had that hanging up forever. I love that one. It was, look at this. Can you believe this? Look at the price. Are you ready? What do you think this cost me at Hobby Lobby? You know, you would expect something like this to be like, I mean, they are usually overcharged for crap like this. $3.79. Plus I got it because it was like home decor is like so much off or whatever. They always do sales at Hobby Lobby. And it's not just backdrop. It's, you know, this is my bed. It's how I live. I'm in a bus. That's the rest of the house down that way. Can't even see the front door. It's so far away. My bus is long. Okay, the heat is on. Good, good, good. It's starting to get cold. All right, let's check my notifications. I cannot believe that I fucked that shit up while I was knitting. The shit closed. Why is the Roseanne Barr podcast showing up? Girl, I do not recommend this channel. Fuck that lady. I used to love Roseanne. It's so heartbreaking to find out that she's a fucking Zionist. I gotta turn that fucking bright ass shit out. It's making me go cross-eyed and blurry vision. Oh, God, it's so much better. Better go pee. All right, I'm gonna go pee. I'll be back. Now I'm all sore. Freaking see. I gotta change my dehumidifier. Okay, I can't use my dehumidifier because it's frozen. All right. just trying to read the screen. Actually, it smells like rosemary or amber and sandalwood. It smells really good in here. Also, I am really a stickler for like clean laundry and having a clean bed. And so right now, all I can actually smell over, you know, I'm kind of nose blind to my perfume, and I'm nose blind to like the candle smell in the house. But every time I sit down in my bed and every time I like move anything, oh, it smells like clean laundry. It's so nice. So you are mistaken and just a judgmental jerk. You know, William, YouTube trolls are honestly not really the worst, because you got to realize all those like shitty people, like every time they comment, it tells the algorithm that my content is worth viewing and comment and having a conversation, you know, in whatever. So every time a bot or a troll like does their thing in my live stream, it essentially makes it guarantee that once I turn this live stream off, I will have, this live stream will probably have 13,000 views by tomorrow morning, like, you know, overall. And that's where I make money like that. Every single person who's watching this live stream right now and has a YouTube premium subscription, I've already earned money by you just being here. And every time an ad pops up, most people don't watch the ads. That's fine. I still get a little bit of money when the ad pops up when you skip it. What, Joseph? The building with you in the short? Which short? There's a lot of shorts. And I work, there's a cabin that I am like house sitting for and like feeding the cat, and I go there to do laundry and take showers and stuff. So if you're talking about a cabin, like a building, that's my friend, neighbor, client person's. In a bus, that's my house. Damn, I'm really tired. Okay, I'm gonna go, guys. I gotta go to sleep. My brain is doing that thing where it makes your eyes, yeah, my eyes are all bloodshot. I gotta go to bed. I love you. Look, she turned her head. She knows I'm talking to her as soon as I say I love you. From the kitty. I love you. I love you. The mamas. The mamas. I love you. What is that? What was that? Tuk tuk! Where's your child? She's really pretty, and she's really an amazing cat. She has these really pretty, like, stripy spots. Her daughter is like a carbon copy of her, except for she's lighter. She's got a little bit of a lighter color. I love you, Mommy. Dear Mommish. She's not feeling so hot, so she's like really needy. Cat hair in my mouth. I love you. I love you. I love you. She like hugs me with her tail. Like whenever she like does this, she always wraps her tail like as far around me as she can. See? She like puts her whole body into the like lovin's. I love you so much. I love you. If you rewind the live stream a little bit, you'll see her getting a full body massage about 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna turn the live stream off, and then you guys can go back and watch it if you didn't get to see it, because it was really great. She's so amazing. Yes, she fucking loves me. Yes. We've been through some shit together, me and this one. Yeah, we've been through some shit together. I kept her alive. We went through, she had a litter of kittens last year, and it was kind of like a rough labor. And I ended up having to take her to the vet like twice in the same day, because I was like, I don't know, it was really a struggle. We both like were like, it was a hard labor. And so I took her to the vet twice in 24 hours, and turns out she was fine, but like, she freaks out when other people are like trying to touch her or do anything. But like, I literally laid on the floor. I had her in like a little kennel, and all of the kittens that she had already given birth to and in the thing, and I literally laid down on the floor of the veterinary hospital underneath. We were both underneath the table because we were trying to be in the dark, you know. It was like midnight or something. It was late, and it was the emergency vet. And so we went underneath the table that they usually set them on. We were laying under the table, and I had her in a kennel, and I was like under there, like sleeping. And I just slept, like, you know, I was trying to nap and stay like right next to her because it was so late and I was so exhausted. Actually, it was like, I don't remember when it was, but it was definitely dark outside, and it was like nighttime, and I didn't want her to have like, you know, hospital lights in her. She'd just given birth. She's like struggling with everything else. But yeah. We've been through some shit together. And she knows, like, anytime anything's ever happened to her, she comes to me. And, oh, you licking your little footsies. So she knows that whenever something's wrong, if she comes to me, I'm gonna make it better. So she was just up there, like, I don't know, the reason I started massaging her is because she was in pain, you know, and she came to me to make it better. So I had to drop what I was doing and just make her feel better. Can we go to bed, or you ready to go sleep? You want to go lay down and go night-night? You want to come lay over here with me and snuggle? You want to go under the blanket? Yeah? Let's go under the blanket. Hold on, I gotta go turn the light out. All right, guys. My watch is done charging, apparently. Oh, careful. Okay, guys. Have an awesome night. Ow. Oh. Like a hair clip. Tobacco juice? Why would you drink that?